Hi, this is Dimgre, a famous workshop for Genji where you can practice your blades and stuff like that. Also, it has a mode which emulates Nyanta's Transcendence healing, 300 HP per second. You can try to outdamage it with your blade. It's a bit hard to do, but definitely not impossible. The thing is, it is actually impossible to perform consistently. To prove it, I have created this workshop macro, which presses shift immediately after the sword connects with enemy character. 225 milliseconds is a perfect value, because if we go one lower, we cannot kill anyone. $225 works just fine, unless we turn on the Transcendence. See, that guy just survived. Why does it happen? Well, first of all, Overwatch shaders work on 62.5 Hz. Don't even ask me why it's not just 60. That's why all the processes in the game happen for some integer amount of ticks. For example, Genji Dash lasts for 0.4 seconds, which is actually equal to 25 ticks. Right to left slash requires 14 ticks and left to right one requires 7. Now let's look at Ash's Dynamite. As you can see, it deals rapid instances of 3.84 damage points. Same with Mace ultimate and Moira's basic attack. The time between instances of damage for all damage over time attacks in this game is always 12 ticks, and you can even find it mentioned on wiki sometimes. And that's the problem with Transcendence, it is random. So let's say these squares are the time scale. Each of the squares represents one server tick, and Transcendence is some random square out of all of them. It might be there, or there. You can clearly see that randomness here. If you look at the top left corner, you will see that it always takes a different amount of time for the soldier to heal after my melee attack. And the only thing you can really control is your dash. You should hit it as close to a slash as possible. It is if it is there, you are good. If it's later than Transcendence healing, you are bad. Your enemy survives with 17 HP. But even if you hit the dash perfectly, as we've seen in the macro demonstration, the Transcendence healing can still get just in your dash tick, right before it. It happens with 1/12 chance, obviously, because this is a uniform random distribution. And I've decided to test the chance, and I've probably done something wrong, because I've got even a higher chance than 1/12. I've got 1/10. So, how can Blizzard improve our situation? How can it make the Nanoblade into trans more consistent? An obvious solution would be to increase the frequency of damage over time updates, but it would result in increased server load and probably network load as well. My solution is absolutely free. We just need to increase Genji's blade damage up to 122. It will allow him to kill the target regardless of if he got healed by trans tick or not. Blizzard doesn't even need to include this change into balance patches, because they can mark it as a bug fix, like they have already done with Ashe twice. And while Blizzard works on this issue, let's believe in them, I can give you guys some advice right now. First of all, you should not expect to cut through trans all the time when you get Nanoblade, because even if you are a damned robot, there is still at least 8% chance to fail it. You should always have a backup plan. And second, it doesn't matter if you get boosted by Nano or by Mercy. Both of the buffs do not help against that 57 HP healing, unless you have both of them at the same time. Then they work against trans. And while you are still here, let me show you that bit of misinformation from the wiki. It states that the blade has 3 active sticks, but in fact it only has 1. I have created another macro with a perfect timing, which rotates the character for 180 degrees. And as you can see, there's clearly no active ticks after that one, which damages enemies.